Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hazwani binti Abdul Razak. My metric number is 2019253346 and today I would like to present to all of you about Waqf entrepreneurship, theory and model. Before I go any further on Waqf entrepreneurship, I would like to tell you a little bit about Waqf. Since the Prohibition Enactment 1911 was applied in most of the states of the Malaysian Federation, by the time it was repealed in 1978, the modern Malaysian Waqf system was in shambles. Not only the system itself, but also the attitudes of the ordinary Malay Muslim were negatively affected. The notion that Waqf could be an important agent of economic change and the basis of economic prosperity had become totally alien to the Malay Muslims. Muslims at all levels had come to consider that the Waqf was an ancient and decadent institution mainly for the upkeep of the cemetery and some mosques. At the twilight of their rule in Malaya, the British dealt a final blow to the Malay Waqf by initiating a process of massive centralization which once tended to continue even after the independence with its own momentum. A series of laws enacted in the 50s, Perak 1951 and 1965, Selangor in 1952, Terengganu in 1955, Melaka in 1959 and Johor in 1978, drastically centralized the Malaysian Waqf system. Among the partition clauses, the following particularly attract attentions. The Council of Islamic Religion or the Majlis Agama Islam and Adat Melayu is the sole trustee of all Waqf properties. All documents pertaining to Waqf properties must be kept by the Council. The Council must take the necessary steps to transfer the ownership of all Waqf properties to itself. All monies received from specific Waqf properties must be used according to the purpose for which such properties were intended. All monies received from general Waqf properties must be kept in the general fund of Majlis or Baitul Mal. Waqf or Islamic endowments is one of the most important social economic institutions in Islam. It falls under the category of sadaqah or charity and is recurring in nature. The jurisdiction of Sharia for Waqf are derived for all the Al-Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophets. Waqf is different from zakat in the sense that zakat is compulsory and Waqf is voluntary. Zakat beneficiaries are clearly mentioned in the Al-Quran, where recipients of Waqf funds are not clearly stated. The purpose of Waqf should be for any pious purposes as long as it doesn't contribute the Sharia. In the past, Waqf properties are used for education, healthcare, and financing of public amenities. Salaries of teachers are paid using the Waqf fund. Students are given scholarship to pursue higher education. Costs of medicine and healthcare are also taken care with the fund. All wealth belongs to Allah. We are only trustee of the wealth and to spend the wealth according to Sharia, in line with the name of Allah in Asma'ul Husna, Al-Ghani and Al-Mu'ni. From Surah Al-Hud, verse 61, which means, to the Samud people, we sent Saleh, one of their own brethren. He said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other God but Him. It is He who had produced you from the earth and settled you therein. Then ask for forgiveness of Him and turn to Him in repentance, for my Lord is always near and ready to answer. Muslims are also encouraged to give benevolent gifts of charity to others, such as hibah, sadaqah, infaq, and waqf. Generally, there are three types of waqf. First, public waqf or waqf am. It is an endowment established for charitable purposes in accordance with Islamic law generally. Second, special waqf or waqf khas. It is an endowment created for specific charitable purposes according to Islamic law. And the last one is shares waqf. This is shares of companies or businesses or shares in existing aggregate endowments. The pillars of the waqf: first, people who waqf, which called as waqif. Second, things or property that was endowed, which is called as mawquf. Third, parties who receive benefits, it is mawquf alaihi. And last is pronouncement of waqf, sigah or ijab or kabul. Conditions to donate the property. First, donation property must be in the form of a specific object. Donation properties must be owned by waqif and transferable, or it can be used. Third, property donates, it can be used forever. And last one, use of this waqf property must be required by legislation. There are types of waqf property. First, waqf al, or it is immovable property. Second, al-manqul waqf, waqf movable property. Third, Waqf al-Musha. Fourth, Waqf Haq al-Irtifaq. And last one is Waqf al-Irshad. In general, there are two types of Waqf. First, Waqf Am. Waqf Am is defined as a dedication of property in dual cause without any particular intent or terms and condition laid down by the person who create the Waqf, which is Waqif, in respect of the use beneficiaries who are entitled for the Waqf property and the profits resulting from the expenditure of the Waqf property. If there are terms and conditions of the Waqif on the Waqf property, it is known as Waqf Khas. Next is Waqf Khas. It is a family Waqf which is formed by the Waqif solely for the benefit of family members, including the founder, with two key of objectives. There are the connection between theory and models of the Waqf in entrepreneurship. This is because it is completing one another for the best result either in industry or according to the guide of the Sharia law. In the world of entrepreneurship, there are several principles that can combine it into one field of the entrepreneurship. Next, there are four types of entrepreneurship. First, small businesses, which is it could be any organizations, restaurant, or any convenience store set up by the entrepreneur without the plan of making the business into a network, a store, or a corporation. For instance, the establishment of a single convenience store fits under the framework of the micro-business model. The development of a national network of convenience stores doesn't. Small company owners typically spend their own capital to get their idea off the ground, yet only generate income if their venture works. Second, scalable startups are less frequent than small companies, but they seem to draw a lot of public interest. These organizations start on a very modest budget, sometimes as the roots of the concept. This concept is then nourished and expanded, usually by interventions from an outside stakeholders, until anything even greater becoming available. Third is a large company. These large company investors fulfill the demand and prospects of an established business via creativity. This might include a new design or section. Last but not least, a social entrepreneurship, which explores new approach to any neighborhood issues. Social entrepreneurship also includes various means of funding, which can include scholarships, endorsements, or small-time crowdfunding inside the society. The history of entrepreneurship. In 17th century, Wallen Dutch Swedish businessman Louis de Geer in 1587 until 1652 was a pioneering entrepreneur and industrialist at the dawn of modern capitalism. Emil Jelnik Mercedes in 1853 until 1918, here at the steering wheel of his Phoenix double phaeton, was a European entrepreneur who helped design the first modern car. Entrepreneur is a loanword from French. The word first appeared in the French dictionary entitled Dictionnaire universel des commerces, compiled by Jacques de Brosselin and published in 1723. Especially in Britain, the term adventurer was often used to denote the same meaning. The study of entrepreneurship reaches back to the work in the late 17th and early 18th centuries of Irish-French economist Richard Cantillon, which was foundational to classical economics. Cantillon defined the term first in his essay Sur la nature de commerce en général, or Essay on the Nature of Trade in General, a book William Stanley Jevons considered the cradle of political economy. In the 2000 series, entrepreneurship was extended from its origin in for-profit businesses to include social entrepreneurship, in which business goals are sold alongside social, environmental, or humanitarian goals, and even the concept of political entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship within an existing firm or large organizations has been referred to as intrapreneurship and may include corporate venture where large entitled spin-off subsidiary organizations. Entrepreneurs are leaders who are willing to take risks and excessive initiative, taking advantage of market opportunities by planning, organizing, and deploying resources, often by innovating to create new or improving existing products or services. In the 2000 series, the term entrepreneurship has been extended to include a specific mindset resulting in entrepreneurial initiative, for the example in the form of social entrepreneurship, political entrepreneurship, or knowledge entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurial activities differ substantially depending on the type of organizations and creativity involved. Entrepreneurship range in scale from solo, part-time projects to large-scale undertakings that involve a team and which may create many jobs. Many high-value entrepreneurial venture seeks venture capital or angel funding to raise capital for building and expanding the businesses. Many organizations exist to support would-be entrepreneurs, including specialized government agency, business incubator, science park, and non-governmental organizations, which include a range of organizations including not-for-profits, charities, foundations, and business advocacy groups. The term entrepreneur is often conflated with the term small business or used interchangeably with this term. While most entrepreneurial ventures start out as a small business, but not all small businesses are entrepreneurial in the strict sense of the term. Many small businesses are sole proprietor operation consisting solely of the owner, or they have a small number of employees. And many of these small businesses offer an existing product, process, or service, and they do not aim at growth. In contrast, entrepreneurial ventures offer an innovative product, process, or service, and the entrepreneur typically aims to scale up the company by adding employees, seeking international sales, and so on process which is financed by venture capital and angel investment. In this way, the term entrepreneur may be more closely associated with the term startup. Successful entrepreneurs have the ability to lead a business in a positive direction by proper planning, to adapt to changing environments, and understand their own strengths and weaknesses. Entrepreneurship was first used in the 1730 series by Richard Cantillon. French entrepreneur is used to mean real entrepreneurship. Is the entrepreneur. The business that is focused on the conceptualization of entrepreneurship is based on the revolution. Entrepreneurship has developed over time as a productive factor that incorporates advanced nature, labor, and capital factors and drives into production. In entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial status is defined as the integration of labor, capital, and nature into the production process as a factor of production, arrangement, and assumption of all its risks. Entrepreneurship is the production and development of a product or service at a price that has not yet been decided for sale. Entrepreneurship is a method that has its origins in dreams and results in ideas. In any steps that promotes human life, it supports entrepreneurship. Rapid development in the economic, social, legal, and political areas of technology that impact but cannot affect companies generate a range of challenges and opportunities. According to SME Corporation Malaysia, entrepreneurship is essential to driving sustainable development by leading to the economic growth, gross domestic product, which is GDP, stimulating investment and creating jobs. It is also important to encourage the variety of goods and services provided by companies as well as to means of joining the foreign market. Thus, the economic growth of a nation entrepreneurship is also determined, among others, by the mindset, skills, capabilities of entrepreneurship of its people. Entrepreneurship in Malaysia has been developed to improve and increasing the level of economy, and at the same time, it is also a social tool to rise up of the country out of the middle income trap. In addition, there is Islamic entrepreneurship also. Islamic entrepreneurship is a method, a mechanism, and an Islamic way of doing business. Islam as a cultural identity refers to as ad-din that covers the full continuum of 11 practices needed by all Muslims to lead their lives in this country. Thus, it is technically possible for Islam by its Al-Quran and As-Sunnah to provide a complete and specific guidance for all Muslims, particularly in business and entrepreneurship procedure and processes. Implementing the Islamic marketing strategy following the Islamic path by subscribing to Al-Quran and As-Sunnah in entrepreneurship in industry ensure the greatest reward in the nation and beyond. There are 6 theories of entrepreneurship. The first one is economic entrepreneurship theory, psychological entrepreneurship theory, sociological entrepreneurship theory, anthropological entrepreneurship theory, opportunity-based entrepreneurship theory, and the last one is resources-based entrepreneurship theory.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurfilza binti Muhammad Effendi, number matric 2019612676. Alright, today I would like to present about the Waqf entrepreneurship. Waqf is in the realm of voluntary charity, much like others Waqf activities. Waqf ambition and profits will also be spent on educational school, orphanage, mosque use, and public charity. In a Waqf, there are 3 forms of Waqf in Islam. The first type of Waqf is religious Waqf. Almost every mosque in the Islamic world is a type of devout Waqf that has been found by good means. In addition, the property has been allotted to mosque, and the religious faculties are a form of an endowment. Secondly, the type of Waqf is the philanthropic Waqf. Benefit for the needy are distributed to the public in the humanitarian wakaf, and social activities are also promoted. For example, the library, educational center, health services, animal protection, environmental care, green space construction, and roads are a style of benefits. The third type of wakaf is household wakaf. It is pointed the wakaf from parents to children and heirs, so that extra money can be expended on needy citizens. The distinction between charity and wakaf is that the charity usually is a common motion and requires a staggering charitable donation, whereas at the same time wakaf is a voluntary move that the owner of the capital dedicating a permanent portion of their private property to the charitable routine. Therefore, wakaf is a type of permanent and constant good corporate operation. Wakaf is like others practices. Wakaf operation and earning can be spent on educational, school, orphanages, the use of mosque and other public bodies. Then, the wakaf is a foundation created by voluntary donation. The word wakaf simply means forbidding the movement, transport or trade of something as a result of which the foundation must be perpetual. Property owners can form wakaf to a few charitable ends during the lifetime of the property by dedicating the profit of the entire property or a part of the estate. Lastly, there are a lot of projects in Islamic countries that operate through use the form of incentive and properties of the wakaf from a positive viewpoint. The effect of wakaf can also be reflected in the field of humanitarian, educational, financial, health, education and training, and much more social welfare. For example, the wakaf of the spring water for public use, the construction of home for the vulnerable, the free role of the needy poor travelers, the repair of bridges, the organization of funeral for the deceased who was poor, the service of the disabled, the funding of wedding for young people in need, and the preservation of orphanages and homes for the needy elderly through the use of wakaf land and money. There are many examples of advantages used in the areas of well-being, therapy, schooling, and training. For example, hospital and medical relief teams that visit villages are operated by means of the wakaf property and possessions.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatima Al-Zahra binti Ahmad Zain and my student's ID is 2019230356. Okay, for now I will continue my group's presentation which is under the topic model of Waqf entrepreneurship. Okay, for the next slide I will present to you about Waqf institution in Malaysia, cash Waqf and model of cash Waqf around the world. Okay, I will start my presentation with Waqf institution in Malaysia. Okay, basically we have three main of the Waqf institutions. Okay, for the first one is SIRC, the State Islamic Religious Councils, or we known as or it's known as MAIN. So MAIN is the sole trust management of Waqf property that has been registered at the state government level. Okay, the second one is Jawhar. Okay, Jawhar was launched on 8 October 2004 by Datuk Dr. Abdullah bin Muhammad Zain, Minister in the Prime Minister Department Minister. It is to intend to ensure that the administration of Waqf, Zakat, Mal and Hajj property throughout the country is more systematic, organized and effective. Okay, for the third one is Yayasan Waqf Malaysia YWM, and it is a national endowment entity under Jawhar and it was established on 23rd July 2008. Okay, we move to the next point which I will explain to you about what is cash Waqf. Okay, the earliest origin of cash Waqf may be found in 8th century. And cash Waqf explained as a funds collected by the Waqf manager, or we call it as Nazir, through the issuance of certificates cash Waqf purchased by the community. Cash Waqf can be in money or check which given by per Waqf to those entitled to receive it through the hand of the Amil Board Zakat, Infaq and Alms. So when we talk about cash Waqf, it's not only in cash but it also can be in check. Okay, now we will talk about debate of cash Waqf, which is it happened among the fiqh scholars about cash Waqf. Okay, from view Imam Az-Zuhri, he argues that dinars and dirham can be endowed by making this as business capital, then channeling the profit as waqf. The second one is Hanafi school argues that cash waqf is allowed as an exception on the basis of the al-urfi, customary, or istihsan. And the third one is Imam Shafi'i didn't allow cash waqf because dinar and dirham will disappear when paid until there is no more its existence, but some of his followers said that cash waqf are allowed. Okay, for now, Council of the International Islamic Fiqh Academy in its 15th meeting in 2004 at Muscat, Oman, decide to allow cash waqf from the Islamic point of view. Okay, for the last point, I will show you the example of the cash waqf around the world. Okay, the first waqf to be recorded in Islamic history when Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam purchased a land and construction of the Quba Mosque for a religious purpose. If we study about the Islam history, we can surely know about the history where Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam purchased a land to build Quba Mosque. Okay, the second one is during the Ottoman Empire, Waqf take a prominent role in various areas, especially in the socio-economic, when the financing of health, education, and welfare was financed exclusively by Waqf system. Okay, the third one is the implementation of cash waqf is Al-Azhar University. As we know that Al-Azhar University is an Islamic educational institution that is fully funded through endowment resources with tens of thousands of students from all over the world. Okay, Al-Azhar University is one of the proof for the implementation of cash waqf, where it is one of the most famous university in the world. Okay, the last one is we are really familiar with this example of cash waqf, which is they make or they invest to cash waqf for the mosque. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Nur Afika binti Syahyumi, metric number 2019230662, and I'm going to proceed about model of Waqf. Okay, the second model of Waqf is corporate Waqf. Malaysia started using this Waqf corporate system when Johor Corporation Jacob, which is a government-linked companies GLC, as to fulfill corporate social responsibility in channeling contribution to Muslim in Malaysia, and it is operated by Waqf Anur Corporation, Corp, which is a subsidiary of Jacob. Okay, at this moment, Corp founded by Johor Corporation has entering to several states including Johor, Negeri Sembilan, Selangor, Perak, Pulau Pinang, Kelantan and Sarawak, whereby the clinic Waqf Anur were developed, making the latest of clinics total to 21 clinics. With a minimal cost of fee at only RM5, patients can make treatment and get their medications without additional charge. Also, they provide their dialysis service at 9 of the clinic in more way cheap compared to the private clinics, private dialysis center. Clinic Waqf Anur are open to every single people who come to get treatment, even though they were not Muslim. It is because of the role of Waqf, which aims to take care of the welfare and ensure the safety and well-being of the people. The third model of Waqf is physical assets of Waqf. In this model, the physical assets of Waqf will be used with focus and charitable purposes. Land and buildings which will be utilized to build mosques, schools and orphanage are such an example of the physical assets of Waqf. Sometimes, endowed assets are developed for rent to generate income for commercial buildings. The rental proceeds will be then put into the Waqf fund and also donated to those who are eligible to receive it.
Okay, for this slide, I will share with you about the conclusions that we got from our group's presentation, which is they have 4 points that I will talk I will share, which is the first one is Waqf is still practiced by Muslims around the world, and it is growing from time to time. This proves that Waqf is one of the tools to economic development, where one of the goals of Waqf is to help the indigenous people in achieving a level of well-being in their life. So the second point is there are still many shortcomings that need to be improved by both parties. The third one is Waqf applied in business is a form of entrepreneurship where it aims to create better wealth for those in need. And the last one is to achieve vigorous Waqf entrepreneurship activities in Malaysia. Waqf institutions must be prepared with wise plans where it looks at the new activities, not just a routine activities. That means they need to come up with the new activities, not just the usual activities that they used to do. Okay, I think that's all from our group. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you.